Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. The other day we put out the question, what else could we do in our videos that you guys might like to see? And overwhelmingly the response was cooking videos. So guys, I'm going to tell you the best thing you could do during this break coming up is grab you a pencil and paper. We'll find out what Tina's been up to. Alright guys, you asked for it, Tina heard it, so she has dug deep into her recipe box, and today she's going to be making buttermilk fried chicken. So you guys, I hope you got a pencil and paper ready. This is a great recipe. You're not going to find it any better, but and that's not just my opinion. So you guys follow along. Tina's going to show us how she throws together her marinade and gets that chicken ready to go. Then I'll pop back in and say a couple of words, and then we're going to get on with this recipe. So you guys hang on. We'll be right back.
Okay, the first thing we need to do is to get this chicken into the marinade. And I have already trimmed that one up, and I have trimmed and flattened that one out. And the marinade that we need is a cup of buttermilk, and I need a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. And the original recipe calls for a half a teaspoon of salt and a garlic clove. But I'm going to use our dried garlic, and it already has salt in it, so I'm just going to use that. But the original recipe that I like the most calls for a half a teaspoon of salt and a garlic clove. So we're just going to pull back and show you all of it. And I'm going to get the other one pounded out, and I'm going to put both of them in the bag, and I'm going to put all that good stuff right there in with them. And then they need to go into the refrigerator for at least 2 hours. But you can leave it overnight, and the longer it's in the marinade, the better it'll be. But we'll get this done, and then we'll bring you back in a little while after it's sat in the refrigerator and marinated.
Alright guys, we're going to jump forward a little bit here in time while the chicken marinades. We're going to sit out here on the porch, and we'll just have a little conversation here real quick. But we really appreciate you guys coming by the channel. If you guys aren't subscribed, we hope you'll subscribe. Down there by the subscribe button is a bell. If you'll hit that, that'll send you notifications whenever we release a new video. So you guys don't want to miss any of these videos that are coming out. You'll miss a great recipe. In fact, we're going to dive back into it now. We'll show you how we're going to get the chicken out of the marinade, and then we'll show you how we're going to put it all together. Alright guys, we're out here in the kitchen, and we're going to spy on Tina a little bit. She's getting ready to get this buttermilk fried chicken underway, and that's going to start. I think she's got the oven all preheated up. We're going to throw in some of these steak fries. They really make a good addition to the fried chicken. But we're going to get some more of this stuff together, and then we're going to start putting this chicken to the pan, and we'll jump back in here when we can and follow along as she goes. Alright guys, the fries have been in here for a little bit, so we're going to jump back in here and kind of follow along with what Tina's got going on. She's going to throw some oil in the pan here. I believe we're making fried chicken. It's going to be a medium heat. And she's got her flour mix here. We got our, slide around here behind her. We got our chicken still soaking in the buttermilk. I think she showed you guys that earlier. But we'll follow along here as she makes her flour. What are we doing here?
About a cup of flour.
About a cup of flour?
Maybe a little more.
Maybe a little more?
Yeah, a little bit more.
A pinch, a punch, a bit?
About a half a cup.
About a half a cup. Alright, what are we doing here?
Some cornstarch, 2 rounded tablespoons.
2 rounded tablespoons of cornstarch.
Here to show everybody how messy I am.
I'm going to show everybody how messy you are. That's exactly right. What do we got here?
Paprika.
Paprika. Always good.
You need about a teaspoon.
Teaspoon of paprika.
And a lump.
And a lump. Alright. I use that in my butt rub. We'll talk about that another time. Alright, what do we got here?
Thyme.
Too much thyme on your hands.
Yeah, I need about a teaspoon of that too.
About a teaspoon of thyme. What's that, like 15 minutes?
Roughly.
Roughly. Alright. What are we doing here now?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm all kinds of in the way.
No, I'm in my own way.
Guys, this recipe is really, really simple, but this is some of the best fried chicken you ever seen. So we're going to go ahead and get that stuff mixed into the flour. Get a little bit of flour all over the stove. Get some flour on Tina.
Yeah. Well, they'll also find out why I'm a little round.
You're silly. But we're gonna get this mixed up, and then she's gonna get the chicken out here. That chicken's been marinating in that buttermilk like she showed you earlier.
We need the oil to heat up just
We need the oil to heat up a little bit. Alright guys, we're going to pull out of here for a minute. And we're going to let this oil heat up. And then we'll bring you back and show you how to make some fried chicken. Alright guys, I've been informed that this is where things are going to get messy. So, or as Tina says, this is the fun part.
Yeah.
Yep. Alright. Wow, that's like one chicken breast.
Yeah.
You beat that poor thing to death.
Yeah.
Not complaining.
No, I didn't figure you would. It's fried chicken.
It's fried chicken, that's how it goes. Sometimes the chicken has to be punished. Alright, what are you doing here? You're pressing the coating into the chicken with the fork?
Yep.
Alright.
You gotta flip it over and get the other side.
Flip it over to the other side. Yeah, it just looks like a process that's going to make a mess.
Yeah, it usually does.
Alright guys, here we go. We got one going into the oil, and she tells me these two are going to end up filling this pan, which I have no doubt of.
Yeah.
So, got that oil up to where we're just going to get a little bit of a sizzle here. You don't ever want a high heat on chicken. You just want to low heat it and that little bit of a sizzle going. Got the other chicken breast here. I can't believe you're going to get most of that coating stuck on those two chicken breasts other than what's all over the stove.
That's why I need more flour, because I make a mess.
Because you're making a mess? That's why we put that extra half a cup of flour in the recipe?
Yeah.
I hear you. That is okay.
Because it must be properly coated.
It must be properly coated. I see.
And me and the stove. And
You have to be coated. The stove has to be coated. There's a lot of things to coat in the process of making this chicken.
yeah.
Alright guys. We're going to let that go ahead and just do its sizzle thing. And we're going to let Tina get cleaned up. But we'll go ahead and get this cleaned up. And then we got one more thing to go. We got the fries down here. Got some good steak fries going on. Well, that heat blast just hit the camera. But we got the chicken going up here. We got one more mysterious pan sitting back here. And when we bring you back, I'll show you what that's all about. Alright guys, we're just checking back in on this chicken. Now we won't flip this chicken until it's good and crispy on one side. We don't want to be turning it back and forth. But guys, we'll just go ahead and we'll let that get good and crispy. Now, what this other pan was for is we're going to make us some Sawmill gravy, or some people call it pepper gravy. But we're not going to put sausage in it. It's not sausage gravy. It's just a Sawmill gravy or a pepper gravy. But we're going to use, I'm going to say that looks like about 3 cups of milk.
Yep.
3 cups of milk.
And you need 2 forkfuls of flour for every cup.
2 forkfuls of flour for every cup of milk. So
1,
we're going to need
2,
6 forkfuls of flour. We'll try to find an angle
3,
here where you can see this.
4,
They're rounded up forkfuls.
5.
Alright. Got 6 cups of, or 6 forkfuls of flour for 3 cups of milk.
Yep.
I guess we're going to pour that in the pan here. And she's got her whisk. So we're going to whisk that up. We'll interrupt this whisking to bring you frying chicken. Now how can that be bad?
It can't be.
But we're going to head back over here to the whisking up gravy. What do we got here?
Pepper.
Pepper.
Just to taste.
We're going to go to taste. I'm going to get some more pepper in there then.
Salt.
Oh. A little bit of salt. Now guys, you just want to do this to taste later on. You know, when we get to serving this, we may hit this up with some garlic powder or some other stuff, or Cajun seasoning stuff we keep out on the table. But for right now, you're just making a pepper gravy or a sawmill gravy. So, well, tell us the plan now. What are we doing here?
Gonna move it back on the burner.
Put it back on the burner.
You want to go about just a little less than medium.
We're going to go a little bit less than medium. We're going to let that thicken up slow.
Yeah.
So we'll just keep a stir on that. Guys, we're going to keep an eye on this chicken. We'll bring you back when we get ready to flip that. And we still got the 420 fries down in the oven. So, guys, we'll bring you back when we got a little bit more to show you, but just hang on. Alright guys, as you can see, the edges of it are starting to brown up. That tells us it's time to flip it. Now, when you're dealing with a pan like this, it's obviously bigger than the burner. So you got hot in the center and it's cooler to the outside. So when you flip your chicken, you're going to want to flip your outsides to the center of the pan. So you see the way the stuff that was in the center is more brown than the outside? That's why we're going to do this. You take the stuff that was on the outside of the pan, you flip it to the center of the pan. And then before we're done, we'll probably do a third flip. I know a lot of people, the southern rule is that you only flip it once, but or you might flip it a second time just to make sure everything evens out.
Because I always do everything different.
Because Tina has to do everything different, right?
Yep.
Alright. But just wanted to show you that. You can see that your stuff that was in the center of the pan is slightly more cooked. So that's why you flip from the outside to the center. You're going to give this gravy an extra mix up. It's just going to continue to thicken up as we go. The fries are still doing well. And we'll bring you back when we got a little more to see. Alright guys, we just checked the fries here a second ago. And they're starting to toast up on the bottom. So we're getting to fry flipping time, about midway through their cooking process. So we'll go ahead and get those turned. The chicken is still doing well, guys. You can see the parts that were to the outside now, you can see that they're a little bit lighter there in the center. So the next time we flip them, we'll flip them so that the center stays in the center. So we'll just turn them side to side instead of end over end. So still got the gravy thickening up back here, but we'll get these fries flipped up and we'll bring you guys back in just a second. Alright guys, what do you think? Time to flip the chicken? You think, Dolly Madison, you're getting rounder and rounder. That comes from a lifetime of eating Mama's fried chicken. Let's get back up here. Tina's telling me the chicken's time to flip, so we're going to turn it side to side. We'll keep that lighter part to the center of the pan so the heat can even it out. The chicken looks fantastic. We're going to go ahead, we're going to keep heating on this gravy, get that thickened up. The fries will be done when they're done, and they all come off about the same time. So we'll bring you back when we get a little bit closer when we're ready to start putting this plates together. Alright guys, say hi T. We're going to jump back in here. Everything is going great. We got a golden chicken getting ready to go onto the plates. I'm going to step back out of the way. We'll just follow along. Get that chicken up there on the plates, and then we'll just see how Tina does this. She'll work her magic here right in front of us. So, that old grease out of the way. See the oven going off. Uh-oh, fries coming out.
Woo!
Woo! Got a face full of heat?
Yeah.
Always love that when that happens. Alright, we're going to try to find a spot in here. Got them steak fries going in right over the top of the chicken. That way we'll know where to find them. Throw some right on top, throw a little off to the side. We'll just see how the magic happens here. Makes for a nice full plate anyway.
Yeah, well, it's probably the reason why I'm
Nice,
a little round.
nice full Southerners.
Yeah. I'm just going to put this back in there and get it out of the way.
Get in here and make these. What we got over here now comes the gravy. The magic is about to happen. Got that gravy good and thick. We're just going to come right over the top of the fries with it. Like I said, once this is done, we can take it out to the table. We'll hit it with the stuff that we like on it. Put a little Cajun seasoning, a little garlic powder, whatever it is you like to season them with. But guys, that is how we make our Southern fried chicken. Tina has done a wonderful job. And we'll throw the extra gravy here in a cup, take it out to the table with us. But we appreciate you coming along. We'll be back in a minute to talk to you. But guys, that is the world's best buttermilk Southern fried chicken. Alright guys, that is how it's done. That is how you make Southern buttermilk fried chicken. And we like it with taters and gravy, but you might like yours some other way. But that is how you make it. So we're glad you stopped by the channel here. We hope you enjoyed the recipe. If you like content like this, we hope you'll subscribe. Down next to the subscribe button is a bell. If you'll ring that bell, that'll send you a notification whenever we release a new video. And if you like the video today, we hope you'll give it a thumbs up and leave us a comment down below. Tell us if you like the fried chicken recipe, or tell us what you do different with your fried chicken. We're sure glad to listen to the things you guys have to say. That always helps us improve here. So guys, we love sharing the recipes with you and stuff, but this video has run on long enough. Like I said, if you would, please just hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed. Give us a thumbs up, leave us a comment. Guys, we'll catch you in the next one.